In the aftermath of President Nazu's decision to appoint Kodo as a major general, a storm of emotions raged within Ruta. Consumed by anger, he perceived the move as an act of favoritism by Nazu, feeling that his adopted son, Kodo, was the unintended beneficiary of such partiality. Little did Ruta realize that the War Administration Board, operating under a transparent process, had nominated Kodo for a prestigious role within the Defense Ministry. The Defense Ministry had meticulously assessed his qualifications and merits before presenting the recommendation to the President for approval. This major general position, contrary to Ruta's assumptions, fell entirely outside of Ruta's jurisdiction as the new admiral. Instead, it rested under the direct purview of the President. The President held the authority to appoint, evaluate, and even dismiss the major general, fostering a system of checks and balances that aimed to maintain transparency and prevent undue influence within the military hierarchy. The chapter unfolded under the shadows of misunderstanding, highlighting the delicate intricacies of military appointments and the unintended consequences of misinterpretations. As the news of Kodo's appointment reverberated through guerrillist society, Ruta found himself grappling with a whirlwind of conflicting emotions. Anger, jealousy, and resentment bubbled within him, clouding his judgment and fueling his sense of injustice. How could President Nazu appoint Kodo as a major general, bypassing the established chain of command? Was this a blatant display of favoritism, or was there more to the story than met the eye? Unable to contain his frustration, Ruta sought solace in the familiar confines of his office. Alone with his thoughts, he pored over the details of Kodo's nomination, searching for any hint of impropriety or wrongdoing. But the more he delved into the matter, the more Ruta realized that his assumptions were unfounded. The War Administration Board had followed protocol to the letter, meticulously evaluating Kodo's qualifications and merits before presenting their recommendation to President Nazu. In the cold light of reason, Ruta began to see the situation for what it truly was: a legitimate appointment made in accordance with guerrillist law and protocol. And yet, despite this realization, he couldn't shake the lingering sense of resentment that gnawed at his soul. For years, Ruta had dedicated himself to the pursuit of excellence, striving to prove himself worthy of the title of admiral. And now, with Kodo's meteoric rise to power, he couldn't help but feel overshadowed, his achievements diminished by the specter of nepotism. With a newfound sense of determination, Ruta resolved to focus on his duties as admiral, determined to prove himself worthy of the title he had fought so hard to attain. And as he set his sights on the challenges that lay ahead, he vowed to put aside his personal grievances and serve guerrillist society with honor and distinction. Meanwhile, in the corridors of power, President Nazu grappled with his own set of challenges. As the leader of guerrillist society, he bore the weight of responsibility for the welfare and prosperity of his people. The decision to appoint Kodo as a major general had not been an easy one, fraught with political implications and potential backlash. But after careful consideration, Nazu had come to believe that Kodo was the right man for the job, a capable leader with the skills and vision to help guide guerrilla society into a new era of prosperity. Yet, despite his confidence in Kodo's abilities, Nazu couldn't shake the nagging feeling that his decision had stirred up a hornet's nest of controversy. The whispers of favoritism and nepotism threatened to undermine his authority and cast doubt on the integrity of his administration. Determined to address these concerns head-on, Nazu convened a meeting of his closest advisors, seeking their counsel on how best to navigate the storm of controversy that had erupted in the wake of Kodo's appointment. As the discussion unfolded, Nazu listened intently to the various perspectives and opinions that were presented. Some urged him to stand firm in his decision, arguing that Kodo was the best man for the job and that his appointment was a testament to guerrillist society's commitment to meritocracy. Others cautioned against ignoring the concerns of the populace, warning that public perception was crucial to maintaining the stability and legitimacy of his administration. In the end, Nazu made the difficult decision to address the issue head-on, issuing a public statement reaffirming his commitment to transparency and accountability within the military hierarchy. The days that followed were fraught with tension and uncertainty as guerrillist society grappled with the fallout from Kodo's appointment. Opinions were divided, with some praising Nazu for his boldness in appointing Kodo, while others accused him of playing favorites and undermining the integrity of the military. But amidst the turmoil, Kodo remained focused on his duties as Major General, determined to prove himself worthy of the trust that had been placed in him. With Darika by his side, he threw himself into his work, working tirelessly to ensure the safety and security of guerrillist society. And as the weeks turned into months, the controversy surrounding Kodo's appointment gradually faded into the background, overshadowed by the pressing challenges facing guerrillist society. For Ruta, the bitterness that had once consumed him began to dissipate, replaced by a sense of acceptance and resignation. As Admiral, he had a duty to uphold, and he would do so with honor and dignity, regardless of the obstacles that lay in his path. And so, as the sun set on another day in guerrillist society, the echoes of controversy faded into the distance, replaced by the steady rhythm of progress and change. In the end, it was not the decisions of individuals that shaped the destiny of guerrillist society, but the collective will and determination of its people. And as they looked towards the future, they did so with hope and optimism, confident in their ability to overcome whatever challenges lay ahead.